A scream shattered the humid Dubai night. The gala sparkled under crystal chandeliers. Gold-trimmed ceilings loomed over silk-draped tables. Perfume mingled with cigar smoke, thick and cloying. Guests in tailored suits and glittering gowns laughed. Their voices echoed in the opulent ballroom. Jamil al-Mansouri, billionaire oil magnate, stood tall. His mistress, Layla, clung to his arm. Her emerald dress shimmered under soft lights. Her laughter rang, sharp and calculated. Jamil's wife, Noor, was nowhere in sight. Whispers slithered to the crowd like snakes. Where was Noor, the quiet, elegant heiress? Jamil's smile never wavered, polished as marble. Layla's ruby lips curved, bold and defiant. The air buzzed with unspoken questions. Something felt wrong, heavy, and suffocating. The desert heat pressed against tall windows. Palm trees swayed outside, shadows twisting wildly. A faint metallic scent lingered, barely noticeable. My name is Aisha, Jamil's personal assistant. I watched from the corner, heart pounding. Jamil hired me 6 months ago. His charm masked something cold, unreadable. Noor's absence gnawed at my gut. She was kind, unlike Jamil's sharp edges. Layla's presence screamed scandal, deliberate and cruel. I clutched my notepad, knuckles whitening. The gala was a charity event, televised. Cameras flashed, capturing Jamil's perfect facade. Layla leaned closer, whispering in his ear. Her diamond earrings glinted like tiny knives. The crowd applauded his speech, oblivious. I scanned the room, searching for Noor. Her absence felt like a missing pulse. Jamil's eyes met mine, brief but piercing. A chill ran down my spine, electric. Something was wrong, deeply, horribly wrong. The ballroom's gold walls seemed to close in. Crystal glasses clinked, sharp as breaking bones. Waiters glided past, trays heavy with canapes. The scent of saffron and roasted lamb drifted. My heels sank into the plush crimson carpet. Every step felt like wading through mud. I remembered Noor's last words to me. She spoke softly, eyes distant, almost haunted. Jamil's secrets will destroy us all. Her voice echoed in my mind now. What did she mean, and where was she? Layla's laughter sliced through my thoughts. She tossed her hair, catching every eye. Jamil's hand rested on her lower back. His Rolex gleamed, cold and ostentatious. The crowd parted as they moved forward. A photographer snapped their picture, flash blinding. I slipped behind a velvet curtain, unnoticed. My phone buzzed in my clutch purse. A text from an unknown number appeared. Check the penthouse. Now, hurry. My breath caught, sharp and painful. The penthouse was Jamil's private suite upstairs. Noor stayed there during gala preparations. I glanced at Jamil, still smiling broadly. Layla's hand grazed his possessive brazen. My stomach twisted, sour with dread. I moved toward the service elevator. The ballroom's noise faded, muffled by distance. The elevator doors closed with a hiss. Fluorescent lights flickered, casting eerie shadows. My reflection stared back, pale and tense. The penthouse floor was silent, too silent. Marble tiles gleamed under dim sconces. The air smelled faintly of copper. My heels clicked, loud in the stillness. Jamil's sweet door stood slightly ajar. My hand trembled as I pushed it open. The room was dark, curtains drawn tight. A single lamp glowed in the corner. Something crunched beneath my foot, sharp. I froze, heart hammering in my chest. Broken glass sparkled on the floor. A shattered wine glass, red stains pooling. The liquid looked wrong, too thick, too dark. My eyes adjusted to the dimness. A shape lay slumped near the sofa. My throat tightened, breath shallow and ragged. It was Noor, motionless, eyes wide open. Her silk scarf was twisted around her neck. Blood trickled from a gash on her temple. The room spun, walls tilting inward. I stumbled back, gasping for air. Her hand clutched a torn photograph. It showed Jamil and Layla laughing together. The edges were crumpled, smeared with blood. My mind raced, piecing fragments together. Noor knew about Jamil's affair. Did she confront him before the gala? The metallic scent grew stronger, overwhelming. I backed toward the door, legs shaking. Footsteps echoed in the hallway outside. Heavy, deliberate, coming closer fast. I ducked behind a velvet armchair. The door creaked open, hinges groaning. A shadow loomed, tall and menacing. My pulse thundered in my ears. The figure paused, scanning the room. A man's voice muttered, low and urgent. "Where is it?" She had it. My blood ran cold, limbs frozen. He stepped closer, shoes crunching glass. The lamp's light caught his face. It was Tariq, Jamil's head of security. His eyes were wild, searching frantically. What was he looking for? Noor's body lay just feet away. I held my breath, muscles rigid. Tariq's phone rang, sharp and jarring. He cursed, answering in a whisper. "It's done, but there's a problem." My heart stopped, mind reeling. What was done? Who was he calling? Tariq turned, his gaze sweeping past me. I pressed deeper into the shadows. He moved toward Noor's body, kneeling. His hands rifled through her dress pockets. I saw it then, a glint of metal. A small key dangling from her bracelet. Tariq snatched it, face tightening. He stood, slipping it into his pocket. The air felt thick, suffocating, unbearable. Tariq left, the door clicking shut. I exhaled, trembling, mind racing wildly. Noah's dead, murdered, I was sure. The gala continued below, music drifting upward. Jamil was still charming the crowd. Layla's laughter would echo again soon. I stared at Noor's lifeless form. Her eyes seemed to accuse, to plead. The photograph in her hand burned my memory. Jamil and Layla, smiling, carefree, guilty. What was that key Tariq took? What secret was worth Noor's life? I needed answers, but danger was close. The penthouse felt like a tomb now. Every sound made me flinch, paranoid. I had to leave, to think, to plan. But the truth was clawing at me. Jamil's perfect world was a lie. Something darker hid beneath the glamour. I slipped out, heart pounding relentlessly. The elevator ride down was agonizing. Faces blurred as I re-entered the gala. Jamil's eyes found me across the room. His smile was a predator's, cold and knowing. Layla's gaze followed, sharp as a blade. I forced a smile, hiding my fear. The metallic scent clung to my senses. Noor's death was no accident. Someone here was a killer. The night was far from over. The gala's music pulsed through the ballroom. Chandeliers cast fractured light on gilded walls. Jamil's laughter carried, smooth as polished stone. Layla's perfume lingered, sharp and floral. I weaved through guests, heart still racing. Noor's lifeless eyes haunted my mind. The penthouse scene replayed, vivid, horrifying. Blood on the carpet, glass underfoot. Tariq's key gleamed in my memory. What did it unlock and why? The crowd's chatter drowned my thoughts. Sweat beaded on my brow, cold. I needed answers, not more questions. Jamil's gaze flickered toward me again. His smile was too perfect, unsettling. Layla whispered to him, eyes glinting. My phone buzzed, another unknown number. Meet me at the service stairs. My stomach lurched, dread coiling tight. Who knew I saw Noor's body? The air felt heavy, thick with secrets. Waiters glided past, trays clinking softly. Champagne flutes sparkled, reflecting golden light. My heels sank into the plush carpet. Every step echoed like a warning. I slipped toward the service exit. The hallway was dim, air stale. Metal stairs loomed, cold and industrial. Rust flaked under my trembling fingers. A faint drip echoed, steady, ominous. The scent of damp concrete stung my nose. My breath hitched, shallow and quick. Footsteps shuffled below, slow and deliberate. I froze, clutching the rusted railing. A shadow moved, barely visible below. Aisha, a voice hissed, low and urgent. My heart pounded, threatening to burst. It was Samir, Jamil's accountant, nervous. His glasses glinted in the faint light. Sweat stained his collar. Shirt wrinkled. You saw her, didn't you? His words hit like a punch. How did he know about Noor? My mouth went dry, words failing. He stepped closer, hands fidgeting rapidly. Noor found something she shouldn't have. His voice trembled, barely a whisper. The stairs creaked under his weight. My mind raced, piecing clues together. Noor's warning echoed, Jamil's secrets. Samir's eyes darted, scanning the darkness. Jamil's hiding money, millions, offshore. My breath caught, shock rippling through. The gala's music faded, distant now. A pipe dripped, water pooling below. The air smelled of rust and fear. Samir's hand shook, clutching a folder. Papers peeked out, edges worn, crumpled. This proves Jamil's fraud, he said. My eyes widened, heart hammering louder. Noor knew about Jamil's crimes. Did that knowledge get her killed? Samir thrust the folder toward me. Take it, before Tariq finds it. The key flashed in my mind. Did it unlock evidence of fraud? The folder felt heavy, dangerously real. I tucked it under my arm. Footsteps echoed above, heavy and fast. Samir's face paled, eyes wide with terror. Hide it, he whispered, voice cracking. He bolted down the stairs, vanishing. I slipped the folder into my purse. The footsteps grew louder, closer, relentless. My pulse thundered, drowning out thought. I ducked into a maintenance closet. The door clicked shut, muffling sounds. Dust tickled my nose, sharp and dry. Mops and brooms pressed against me. The air was thick, hard to breathe. Voices murmured outside, low and tense. Tariq's growl was unmistakable, chilling. Where's the accountant? He's got it. My blood froze, body rigid. He was hunting Samir, hunting evidence. The folder burned against my side. Another voice answered, smooth, unfamiliar. Check the cameras. He's not far. My mind spun, questions piling up. Who was helping Tariq, and why? The gala's glamour hid something sinister. Noor's death was just the beginning. I waited, breath held, muscles aching. Their footsteps faded, voices trailing off. I eased the door open, peering out. The hallway was empty, lights flickering. My phone buzzed, screen glowing faintly. Another text. They're watching you, Aisha. My heart stopped, fear clawing deeper. Who was sending these messages? I clutched the folder, knuckles white. The service stairs led to the basement. I descended, steps echoing in silence. The air grew colder, damp, oppressive. Pipes groaned, metal creaking softly. A faint hum vibrated the walls. The basement was a maze of crates. Shadows danced, cast by flickering bulbs. The scent of oil and mildew lingered. My heels clicked, betraying my presence. I hid the folder behind a crate. Dust coated my fingers, gritty, cold. A noise startled me, sharp and metallic. I turned, heart leaping to my throat. A figure stood in the shadows. Layla's silhouette was unmistakable, elegant. Her emerald dress glimmered faintly. Her eyes locked on mine, unreadable. What are you doing, Aisha? Her voice was smooth, dangerously calm. My mouth opened. No words came. She stepped closer, heels clicking sharply. The air felt electric, charged with menace. You shouldn't snoop, she said softly. Her smile was a predator's, calculated. My mind raced, searching for excuses. I got lost, I stammered weakly. Layla's laugh was cold, cutting through. You're not that clumsy, darling. Her gaze flicked to the crate. Did she know about the folder? My pulse roared, deafening my ears. She stepped closer, perfume overwhelming. Jamil trusts you, but I don't. Her words dripped with quiet threat. The basement felt smaller, walls closing. A distant door slammed, echoing loudly. Layla's head turned, eyes narrowing slightly. Run along, the gala's waiting. Her tone was mocking, almost amused. I backed away, legs unsteady, trembling. Her stare followed, heavy and piercing. I climbed the stairs, heart pounding. The folder was safe, for now. But Layla's words clung to me. She knew more than she let on. The gala's noise flooded back, overwhelming. Jamil stood on stage, speech flawless. His eyes scanned the crowd, searching. Did he know about the folder? Cameras flashed, capturing his perfect mask. I blended into the crowd, invisible. The air smelled of champagne and deceit. My purse felt heavier, secrets inside. Samir was gone, nowhere in sight. Tariq's shadow loomed near the bar. His gaze swept the room, relentless. The key, the folder, Noor's death. Everything connected, tangled in lies. Jamil's empire was crumbling, slowly. But who else was involved? The music swelled, a false celebration. I needed to find Samir, fast. Every face hid a potential traitor. The night was unraveling, danger growing. Noor's blood stained my thoughts. I had to keep moving, survive. The gala's lights pulsed, a glittering cage. Jamil's voice boomed, charming the crowd. Layla's gaze lingered, sharp as glass. My purse pressed against my side. The hidden folder burned with secrets. Noor's death haunted every shadow corner. The air smelled of jasmine and lies. Champagne bubbles fizzed, mocking the tension. I scanned the room for Samir. His absence screamed louder than music. Tariq stood near the bar, watching. His eyes were cold, hunting, relentless. My skin prickled under his stare. The folder's weight pulled me down. Jamil's fraud, Noor's murder, the key. Everything tangled, a suffocating web. I slipped toward the balcony doors. The desert air hit, hot and dry. Palm fronds rustled, whispering dark secrets. Stars glittered above, distant, unyielding. My heels clicked on smooth marble tiles. The city skyline glowed, sharp and jagged. A faint copper scent lingered, familiar. My heart raced, memories of Noor, her bloodied scarf, her lifeless stare. I gripped the balcony railing, knuckles white. Footsteps approached, deliberate, echoing softly. I turned, breath catching my throat. It was Samir, disheveled, eyes wild. His tie hung loose, shirt stained. Aisha, they're coming for us. His voice cracked, raw with fear. The folder in my purse pulsed. Who's coming? I whispered, trembling. He glanced back, shadows swallowing him. Jamil's men, Tariq, may be worse. My stomach twisted, dread coiling tighter. The balcony felt smaller, walls closing. A glass shattered inside, sharp, jarring. Guests laughed, oblivious to our panic. Samir grabbed my arm, grip bruising. We need to move now, Aisha. His breath smelled of coffee, stale. I stumbled after him, heart pounding. We ducked through a service door. The hallway was narrow, dimly lit. Pipes hissed, steam curling upward. The air was thick, heavy, oppressive. My dress clung, damp with sweat. Samir's glasses fogged, his hands shook. He led me to a storage room. Crates loomed, stacked like silent sentinels. Dust coated my throat, dry, choking. The folder pressed against my ribs. Samir locked the door, bolt clicking. His face was pale, almost ghostly. They know about the folder, he said. My blood ran cold, limbs frozen. How? I asked, voice barely audible. He paced, shoes scuffing concrete. Noor was digging, found too much. Her warning echoed, Jamil's secrets destroy. The room smelled of oil, metallic. A faint hum vibrated the walls. Samir's eyes darted, searching for escape. Jamil's laundering money through the gala. My jaw dropped, shock rippling through. The charity event was a front. Every donation hid dirty millions. The folder held proof, dangerous proof. I clutched it tighter, pulse racing. A loud bang shook the door. My heart leapt, fear clawing deep. Samir froze, eyes wide with terror. "Tariq," he whispered, voice breaking. The door rattled, hinges groaning loudly. I backed into a crate, cornered. Splinters snagged my dress, rough, sharp. The air grew hotter, suffocatingly thick. Another bang. The door buckled slightly. Samir shoved a crate aside, frantic. A trapdoor appeared, rusted, hidden. "Down there," he hissed, urgent. I hesitated, staring at the darkness. The folder felt like a bomb. The door splintered, wood cracking sharply. No choice. I dropped into the hole. Cold metal grazed my hands. Slimy. The ladder shook under my weight. Samir followed, his breath ragged. The trapdoor slammed shut above us. Darkness swallowed us. Thick, absolute. The air smelled of earth. Damp. My feet hit concrete, knees jarring. A distant drip echoed, slow, steady. Samir's lighter flicked, casting weak light. We were in a tunnel narrow, ancient. Walls glistened, wet with condensation. My dress dragged, catching on rough stone. "Where are we?" I whispered, shaking. "Old service tunnels, under the hotel." His voice echoed, hollow, unnerving. The lighter's flame danced, shadows twisting. Footsteps thundered above, muffled but close. They were searching, hunting us down. I clutched the folder, heart hammering. Samir moved forward, lighter trembling. The tunnel stretched endless, foreboding. Water pooled, soaking my heels. The cold seeped into my bones. A faint clank echoed, far ahead. Samir stopped, his breath hitching. Something moved in the darkness beyond. My skin crawled, fear gripping tight. The lighter flickered, threatening to die. A shadow shifted, tall, menacing. I grabbed Samir's arm, nails digging. "Who's there?" he called, voice cracking. No answer, just heavy silence. The air grew colder, sharper, biting. My phone buzzed, screen glowing faintly. Another text. "You can't hide forever." My heart stopped, terror surging through. Who was tracking me, taunting me? Samir's lighter died, darkness crashing. I fumbled for my phone's light. Its beam cut through, weak, trembling. The shadow was gone, tunnel empty. Or was it? Doubt gnawed deep. Samir pulled me forward, urgent, stumbling. The folder slipped, nearly falling. I caught it, fingers shaking violently. The tunnel curved, walls tightening in. A faint light glowed, far ahead. Hope flickered, fragile, easily crushed. The air smelled of salt, ocean nearby. Dubai's coast was close, waves crashing. The tunnel must lead outside, somewhere. Samir's breath was loud, panicked, uneven. Another clank, closer, behind us. My pulse roared, deafening my ears. I turned, phone light sweeping wildly. Nothing but shadows, thick, oppressive. "They're closing in," Samir whispered. His glasses reflected my phone's glow. The folder's secrets weighed like death. Noor died for this, I knew. Jamil's empire was built on blood. The light ahead grew brighter, closer. A rusted gate blocked our path. Samir rattled it, metal groaning loudly. It was locked, padlock gleaming cruelly. The key, Tariq took the key. My heart sank, hope crumbling fast. Footsteps echoed behind, steady, deliberate. They were coming relentless, unstoppable. I scanned the gate, desperate, frantic. A loose bar wobbled just enough. Samir pushed, muscles straining, sweating. The bar gave way, screeching loudly. We squeezed through, clothes tearing. The air outside was humid, salty. Waves crashed nearby, loud, rhythmic. The city's lights twinkled, deceptively calm. We stood on a rocky outcrop. The hotel loomed above, a golden fortress. The folder was safe, for now. But safety felt like an illusion. Samir's face was drawn, eyes haunted. "They'll find us," he said softly. The gala's music drifted, faint, mocking. Jamil was still playing his part. Layla's laughter would echo soon. Tariq was hunting, always watching. The tunnel's darkness lingered behind us. My phone buzzed again, screen flashing. Give it up or you're next. Fear stabbed my chest, sharp, cold. The folder was a death sentence. But it was also the truth. Noor's blood demanded I keep going. Samir grabbed my hand, pulling hard. We can't stop Aisha, run. The night swallowed us. Danger closer. Waves crashed against the rocky outcrop. The salty air stunned my face. Dubai's skyline glittered, a mocking facade. Samir's hand gripped mine, clammy, trembling. The folder in my purse burned. Noor's bloodied scarf haunted my mind. Jamil's gala continued, music drifting faintly. Layla's laughter echoed in my memory. Tariq's footsteps were somewhere behind us. The tunnel's darkness clung like a shadow. My phone buzzed, screen glowing ominously. Another text. You're out of time. My heart thudded, fear choking me. Samir pulled me toward the beach. Sand crunched under my ruined heels. The ocean roared, wild and untamed. Palm trees swayed, their fronds hissing. The air smelled of salt and decay. My dress snagged on jagged rocks. Every sound felt like a threat. We crouched behind a crumbling wall. The hotel loomed, its lights blinding. Jamil's empire hid behind that glow. The folder held his darkest secrets. Noor died to expose his lies. Samir's breath was ragged, eyes darting. We need to get to the pier. His voice was hoarse, barely audible. The pier stretched into blackness. Wooden planks gleamed, slick with spray. My pulse raced, dread coiling tighter. Footsteps crunched on the sand nearby. I peered over the wall, cautious. A figure moved, tall and familiar. Tariq's silhouette was unmistakable, menacing. He held a phone, speaking low. My blood froze, body tensing. He's close, I whispered to Samir. His glasses glinted, reflecting moonlight. The folder felt heavier, a curse. We crept toward the pier, silent. The wood creaked under our weight. Seaweed stench clung to the air. My hands shook, clutching the purse. A boat bobbed at the pier's end. Its hull gleamed, small but fast. Samir pointed, hope flickering briefly. Our way out, he said softly. My eyes scanned the dark horizon. The city's lights faded, swallowed by night. A sudden shout shattered the silence. Tariq's voice, sharp, commanding, close. Stop them, he bellowed, running. My heart leapt, panic surging through. Samir grabbed my arm, pulling hard. We sprinted down the pier, desperate. The planks groaned, splintering underfoot. Waves slammed against the wooden posts. My dress tore, fabric flapping wildly. The boat was close, so close. A gunshot cracked, splitting the air. I screamed, ducking instinctively low. Samir stumbled, clutching his side. Blood seeped through his white shirt. My stomach lurched, horror gripping me. He fell, gasping, eyes wide with pain. The folder slipped from my grasp. It hit the pier, pages scattering. Wind caught them, papers flying free. Tariq's boots pounded, closing the gap. I scrambled for the folder, frantic. Papers fluttered, sinking into the sea. My fingers grabbed one, crumpled, damp. It showed numbers, accounts, Jamil's fraud. Another gunshot rang, with splintering. I dove behind a rusted barrel. The metal was cold, slimy, rough. Samir groaned, blood pooling beneath him. Aisha, go, he rasped, voice weak. My eyes burned, tears blurring vision. I couldn't leave him, not now. Tariq's shadow loomed, gun gleaming. His eyes were cold, devoid of mercy. The air smelled of gunpowder. Sharp. My phone buzzed again, relentless. I ignored it, heart hammering wildly. A new voice called, soft, chilling. Enough running, Aisha, it said. My blood ran cold, body rigid. Layla stepped forward, dress shimmering faintly. Her smile was cruel, eyes gleaming. She wasn't just Jamil's mistress. My mind reeled, pieces snapping together. Layla held a gun, steady, practiced. You thought I was just decoration? Her voice dripped with mocking venom. The pier swayed, waves crashing harder. Sand and salt stung my skin. Layla's heels clicked, deliberate, predatory. Tariq stood beside her, loyal, silent. Jamil's absence felt deliberate, calculated. The folder's pages floated, evidence lost. Noor's death suddenly made sense. Layla wasn't a pawn, but a player. She orchestrated this, not Jamil. My jaw dropped, shock freezing me. You killed Noor, I whispered, trembling. Layla's laugh was sharp, cutting through. She was too curious, like you. Her gun gleamed, aimed at me. The ocean roared, a deafening chorus. Samir's breathing slowed, faint, fading. I clutched the single page tightly. It was all I had left. Layla stepped closer, confidence radiating. Jamil's weak, I run this game. My mind spun, betrayal sinking deep. The gala, the fraud, the murder. Layla was the shadow behind it. Jamil was her puppet, not king. The revelation hit like a storm. Noor's warning echoed. Secrets destroy. The pier creaked, with groaning loudly. Tariq's radio crackled, voices murmuring. They're coming, he said to Layla. Her eyes narrowed, calculating, cold. Finish her, she ordered, turning away. Tariq raised his gun, face blank. My heart stopped, time slowing down. The boat was steps away, taunting. I bolted, legs burning, desperate. Another gunshot echoed, grazing my arm. Pain seared, blood trickling warmly. I stumbled, crashing onto the deck. The boat rocked, waves slapping hard. My hand clutched the page, crumpled. Layla's laughter followed, cold, triumphant. The engine roared. Someone aboard. A figure emerged, hooded, unrecognizable. Get in. They hissed, urgent, low. My mind raced, trust or trap? The folder's page was my lifeline. Tariq's boots thudded, closing fast. I leapt aboard, heart pounding relentlessly. The boat lurched, pulling from shore. Layla's silhouette faded, her gun raised. The hooded figure steered, face hidden. Who are you? I gasped, shaking. No answer, just the engine's roar. The sea sprayed, cold, soaking me. My arm throbbed, blood staining my sleeve. The page in my hand trembled. Numbers, accounts, proof of fraud. Layla's role changed everything I knew. Jamil was a front, not mastermind. The boat sped into the darkness. Dubai's light shrank, a distant glow. Samir's bloodied form haunted my mind. Was he dead, left behind? The folder was gone, evidence scattered. But this page could ruin Layla. The hooded figure turned, eyes glinting. Something familiar flickered in their gaze. My breath caught, suspicion rising fast. Was this ally or another enemy? The ocean stretched endless, swallowing secrets. Layla's reach felt infinite, terrifying. The gala's lies were unraveling fast. Noor's death was just the start. New questions burned, hotter than fear. Who was steering this boat? What did Layla want hidden? The page in my hand pulsed. It held answers, but at what cost? The night was far from over.